Let me ask you something. Why do some people seem absolutely unshakable while others fall apart under the smallest pressure? It's not luck, it's not magic, it's mental strength. And here's the truth most people ignore. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Slowly. Intentionally. Through fire. Most people never build it. They spend their lives avoiding discomfort, chasing shortcuts, and wondering why everything feels so hard. But not you. Not anymore. Because by the end of this video, you're going to understand how to become mentally unbreakable. You'll stop making excuses, stop waiting for perfect conditions, and start stepping into your power. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Section 1, the mindset shift that changes everything. First, we have to shift how you think about challenge. Life was never meant to be easy. The people you admire, the ones who seem calm in chaos, strong when everything falls apart, didn't get that way by living in comfort. They got that way by suffering, struggling, failing, and refusing to give up when everything inside them screamed to quit. Your mind is like a muscle. If you never stress it, it stays weak. If you always choose the easy path, you stay fragile. Then when something real hits, you shatter. Here's the shift. Every challenge is a gift. Every obstacle is training. Every failure is feedback. And every hardship is an opportunity to forge something stronger within you. Once you stop running from pain and start embracing it as part of the process, your mind becomes indestructible. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start saying, this is making me better. And that's when everything changes. Up next, let me tell you the story of a man who proved exactly what the human mind is capable of. Real story, how struggle builds strength. Let me tell you about David Goggins. If you haven't heard of him, go look him up after this. His story is proof of what's possible when you stop making excuses and start owning your mind. He was overweight, depressed, and stuck working as a pest control worker, out of shape, miserable, numb. One day, he saw a documentary about Navy SEALs, and something inside him snapped. He decided to change his life. Not tomorrow. That day. But to even qualify for SEAL training, he had to lose over 100 pounds in just 3 months. Most people would have said, that's impossible. Goggins said, let's go. He started waking up at 4 a.m., running miles in the dark, pushing himself through pain that would have broken most men. Every day, he wanted to quit. Every day, he didn't. Because he understood, mental toughness is built in the exact moment when you want to stop, but you keep going anyway. He lost the weight, he qualified, he became a Navy SEAL, then an ultra-endurance athlete. He broke records, wrote books, inspired millions. And it all started with a decision to stop being weak and take control of his mind. Your limits? They're mostly in your head. Section 2, stop doing these 3 things. If you want to be mentally strong, there are 3 habits you need to break immediately. First, stop complaining. Complaining doesn't solve anything. It only keeps you stuck. If something's wrong, fix it. If you can't fix it, accept it. But don't waste your energy whining. Second, stop chasing comfort. Growth lives outside your comfort zone. Every time you choose the easier path, you're choosing weakness. Want to get strong? Do what's hard on purpose. Third, stop making excuses. Excuses feel safe, but they're chains. When you say, I can't, what you really mean is, I won't. Take responsibility. You're not a victim. You always have a choice. Drop these 3 habits, and you'll be shocked how quickly your strength starts to grow. Next, let's talk about the daily habits that build unshakable mental toughness, one small step at a time. Section 3, daily habits to build mental strength. Now that you know what to stop doing, let's focus on what to start doing. Because mental strength isn't about one big moment of bravery. It's about small and humble choices made every single day. Here are 4 habits that will rewire your brain for power, discipline, and resilience. 1. Cold showers. They're not comfortable, and that's the point. Starting your day with something you hate trains your mind to face discomfort head on. It builds grit, discipline, and mental control before the world even wakes up. 2. Exercise. Your body and mind are connected. If your body is weak, your mind will be too. You don't need to become an athlete, just move daily. Break a sweat. Prove to yourself that you can do hard things. 3. Meditation. This isn't about becoming spiritual. It's about control. Meditation teaches you to sit with discomfort, to breathe through chaos, to observe your thoughts without becoming their prisoner. Even 5 minutes a day can make your mind calmer, sharper, stronger. 4. Do something hard every day. Wake up early. Take the stairs. Speak up when it's easier to stay quiet. Build the habit of doing what's difficult, not because you want to, but because it's who you are becoming. Section 4. How to control your emotions under pressure. Let's be honest, emotions are powerful. They can lift you up or destroy your focus in seconds. Mentally strong people don't let emotions take the wheel. They feel them, but they don't act on impulse. They respond, not react. So, how do you develop that kind of control? Start with the pause. When stress hits or anger flares, don't lash out, don't shut down, just stop. Take a breath. Count to 5. Give your brain a moment to think before it explodes. That tiny pause can save relationships, careers, decisions, even your own peace of mind. Understand this. Emotions are like waves. They rise, they crash, and they pass. But if you let them drive you, you'll be in constant chaos. If you learn to surf them, you stay in control. Emotional control isn't about becoming cold. It's about learning how to stay grounded when your world starts shaking. And that ability, that's rare. That's powerful. Now let's talk about one of the greatest mental shifts of all, learning to embrace failure instead of fearing it. Section 5. Learn to embrace failure. Most people are terrified of failure. They treat it like a dead end, proof that they're not good enough, smart enough, strong enough. But here's the truth. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning. If you never fail, it means you're not trying hard enough. You're not stretching, risking, growing. You're playing small, staying safe. The most successful people in the world, athletes, leaders, creators, they've failed more times than most people have even tried. They didn't succeed despite failure. They succeeded because of it. Failure teaches you what works and what doesn't. It toughens your skin. It humbles your ego. It forces you to adapt. So if you failed recently, good. That means you're in the game. That means you're moving forward. The only real failure is quitting. Everything else, that's just feedback. Coming up, we'll explore how to build an attitude so unshakable, nothing life throws at you can knock you down. Section 7. Develop an unshakable attitude. Life won't go as planned. It never does. One moment things are smooth, the next you're blindsided by failure, betrayal, loss, disappointment. And in those moments, your attitude determines everything. Mentally strong people don't crumble when life hits hard. They adjust, they refocus, they keep moving forward. So how do you build that kind of mindset? First, accept that pain is part of the deal. Struggle is not optional. It's the cost of growth. But suffering, that's a choice. You suffer when you resist reality. You suffer when you wish things were different instead of facing them as they are. The moment you say, "This is hard, but I can handle it," you reclaim your power. Second, stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Start asking, "What can I do with this?" That question flips everything. It turns you from a victim into a force. Third, master your emotions in the chaos. Anger, fear, frustration. They cloud your judgment. So when pressure builds, breathe. Step back. Respond with intention, not reaction. Fourth, reframe the situation. Don't see it as a curse. See it as training. Every setback is shaping you into something stronger, smarter, and more unshakable. This mindset, the belief that nothing can break me, isn't about being fearless. It's about being unwilling to quit, no matter how you feel. And if you can adopt that, truly live it, you'll become someone that nothing and no one can shake. Up next, we'll finish strong with the one skill that separates those who rise from those who remain stuck: discipline over motivation. Section 8, the power of discipline over motivation. Let's be clear, motivation is a liar. Some days you feel fired up. Most days, you don't. And if you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It shows up, tired, unmotivated, annoyed, and gets the job done anyway. That's power. That's consistency. That's how champions are built. Want to build a strong mind? Stop waiting for motivation. Start developing routines that don't depend on your mood. Wake up at the same time. Train even when it rains. Stick to the plan, especially when it sucks, because that's the moment that matters most. It's easy to act when everything feels right, but real strength shows when you act in spite of resistance. Also, create systems, not just goals. Don't just say, "I want to be fit." Create a system. I go to the gym 5 days a week, no matter what. Goals give direction. Systems create results. And finally, understand this. Massive change doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from small decisions made consistently every single day. Discipline is what turns those decisions into transformation. And if you master that, you master everything. Let's close this out with one final message, a decision only you can make. Final message, make the choice now. Listen, everything you just heard, none of it matters if you don't act. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You can click off this video, scroll to something easier, and keep living the way you've always lived. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop making excuses, the day you stop waiting, the day you stop being fragile and start becoming unshakable. Your future self is watching. They're stronger, clearer, more focused. They've been built by the decisions you make right now. So what will it be? Stay in the loop of comfort or step into the fire that forges you? This isn't about hype. It's not about motivation. It's about taking full ownership of your mind and your life. Make the choice. Start building a mind so strong it scares people. If this message hit you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you're serious about becoming unstoppable, make sure to subscribe because we're only just getting started. Stay strong, keep rising, and I'll see you in the next one.